Right there, see that? Little fire tornado.
Oh, that shadow. Yep, yeah, that was on purpose. He nailed it. He looks like he's like 3 feet off the ground. Oh my god! Holy fucking shit. Look at the fucking ember. Oh my god. Copy that.
Welcome to NFU, Nature Fury Unleashed YouTube channel. Get ready to witness the fury of nature. We will bring you face to face with nature's most extreme disasters. Nature Fury Unleashed is where wrath of nature and you won't believe your eyes. Because from devastating storms, destructive earthquakes, violent tornadoes, tropical storm, hurricanes, typhoons, cyclone to catastrophic floods, uncontrollable floods, massive landslide, and unpredictable weather events, we showcase the raw, untamed power that shapes our planet. Stay connected with us by subscribing and experience the fury firsthand. Whether you're fascinated by extreme weather, love thrilling visuals, or want to learn more about these incredible natural forces, you've come to the right place. Right now, viewer, are you ready to see the wrath of nature? Okay, then let's get started.
The fourth and second largest wildfires in California history. In the Santa Monica Mountains region of California, the Pacific Palisades of Los Angeles, California, Eaton Canyon in the San Gabriel Mountains of Southern California, Ventura along the California coast, the coastal city of Malibu, California, Sonoma in Northern California, Paradise amid the relentless flames of the fire, countless people found themselves caught in a nightmare. Their lives turned upside down in a matter of hours. Entire families fled their homes with nothing but the clothes on their backs, their hurried footsteps echoing the despair of those who knew they would never return. Some clung to pets, while others stared at hastily packed photos or mementos, a piece of normality amidst the chaos. Fires raging across the Los Angeles area have left a trail of destruction, with at least 25 people confirmed dead and more than 12,000 structures completely destroyed. Over 60 square miles have been scorched, and the devastation is ongoing. The Palisades and Eaton wildfires, the largest fires in Southern California, continue to threaten lives and property, with no immediate end in sight. With total damage and economic losses estimated between $135 billion and $150 billion, these figures are expected to rise as recovery efforts continue and the full extent of the damage is assessed. High winds and extreme heat, these wildfires have become some of the most catastrophic in recent years, fueled by a combination of dry conditions. Forecasters have warned of an escalating crisis, issuing particularly dangerous situation, red flag wind warnings for Tuesday through noon on Wednesday. The situation is dire, as forecasters predict winds will intensify, creating extremely critical fire weather conditions across the region. Authorities are bracing for the worst as the most dangerous winds are expected to arrive late Tuesday afternoon, continuing through Wednesday. These winds will exacerbate the fires, pushing the flames further into residential areas and complicating firefighting efforts. In response to the escalating threat, officials have issued mandatory evacuation orders for approximately 88,000 people in Los Angeles County as of Tuesday morning. These evacuations are critical to safeguarding residents in high-risk areas, as the flames grow increasingly unpredictable. The authorities are working tirelessly to coordinate evacuations and ensure that all affected residents find shelter and safety. For those remaining in the affected zones, curfews have been implemented from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m., restricting movement to prevent interference with emergency operations and to reduce the risk of further disasters during the night. Since January 13th, the government issued urgent fire risk warnings, highlighting the extreme danger due to dry conditions and high winds. Authorities advised residents in vulnerable areas to prepare for potential evacuations and avoid outdoor activities that could spark new fires. Strict restrictions on burning activities and the use of heavy machinery were enforced to minimize risks, while fire departments were placed on high alert to respond swiftly to any outbreaks. Firefighters are working around the clock to contain the blazes, but the combination of extreme weather and fierce winds makes their efforts incredibly challenging. Resources are stretched thin as they fight against a relentless enemy, fires that spread quickly and unpredictably. Many residents have fled their homes with little more than the clothes on their backs, leaving behind their lives and belongings to the mercy of the fires. The destruction has been overwhelming, not only in terms of the human toll but also in the immense damage to infrastructure and homes. Entire neighborhoods have been wiped out, leaving behind only charred remains. This catastrophic event has put a massive strain on emergency services, which are working at full capacity to protect what remains and assist those displaced by the fires. The state of emergency declared by local officials is an indication of the severity of the situation. The fires have stretched resources to their limits, with local, state, and federal agencies all contributing to firefighting efforts. The destruction has also sparked a wave of concern across the nation, with citizens and organizations offering help and donations to those affected. As the winds intensify and the fires rage on, the situation remains dire, and residents, firefighters, and officials are bracing for even more difficult days ahead. The immediate focus is on preventing further loss of life, containing the flames, and providing shelter and support to those who have already lost so much.
Regina Caeli, laetare alleluia, laetare alleluia, via quenerulisti mortale, alleluia, alleluia. Resurrexit sicut dixi, alleluia, alleluia.
With the fires showing no signs of slowing down, the need for coordinated, rapid responses is more urgent than ever.
They need to tell me we can move that way, but...
Initiated on January 7, 2025, the Palisades fire was propelled by Santa Ana wind gusts reaching up to 130 kilometers per hour. On the other hand, the Eaton fire was driven by wind gusts reported at 160 kilometers per hour on Mount Lucans in the eastern San Gabriel Mountains. By January 8, there was a slight reduction in wind speeds, providing a brief respite for firefighting efforts. However, the winds remained strong enough to sustain the fire's progression. On January 11, the National Weather Service issued a red flag warning for Los Angeles and Ventura counties, anticipating a resurgence of Santa Ana winds. Forecasts predicted sustained winds of 89 to 100. This increase in wind activity posed renewed challenges to containment efforts.
Oh snap.
The Santa, Palisades, and Eaton fires grew exponentially in intensity as strong winds swept across the region, turning small flames into roaring infernos. What began as isolated blazes quickly evolved into uncontrollable disasters as the wind carried embers across neighborhoods, igniting new fires far from the original hotspots. The flames leaped over natural barriers and spread rapidly through dry vegetation, fueled by the gusts that funneled through canyons and urban corridors.
Yep. Go.
In a matter of hours, entire hillsides were engulfed, and residential areas faced imminent danger. Firefighters struggled to keep up with the erratic behavior of the fire, as shifting wind directions made containment efforts perilous. The winds not only intensified the fire but also spread thick, choking smoke across vast areas, reducing visibility and complicating evacuation routes. Residents in affected regions had little time to react. Many fled with what belongings they could carry, leaving behind homes that were soon overtaken by the advancing flames. As flames engulfed entire neighborhoods, the scene was one of chaos and despair. Firefighters battled relentlessly against the raging infernos, their faces smeared with soot and exhaustion etched into every movement. The roar of the fire drowned out cries for help as families fled their burning homes, clutching only what they could carry. Sparks and embers swirled through the air, igniting new blazes faster than they could be controlled. The devastating fire captured global attention, with news outlets worldwide reporting on its relentless destruction. As the flames consumed thousands of homes and structures, the tragedy deepened with the loss of lives, leaving the world in shock and mourning. In response to the massive destruction caused by the fires, the American government declared a state of emergency, mobilizing federal resources to support overwhelmed local authorities. This declaration expedited disaster relief efforts, including deploying additional firefighters, rescue teams, and supplies to affected areas. It also prioritized the safety of residents, facilitating mass evacuations and temporary shelters for those displaced by the infernos. Fueled by unseasonably dry conditions and strong winds, the fires have spread rapidly, consuming vast swathes of land across multiple states. Communities in California, Oregon, and Arizona have been particularly hard hit, with thousands of acres of forests, grasslands, and urban areas reduced to ash. Firefighters have been working tirelessly around the clock, battling intense flames in dangerous conditions. Their efforts are hampered by shifting wind patterns that have caused the fires to behave unpredictably, spreading embers to new areas faster than containment lines can be established. Evacuations have been ordered in numerous towns and cities, displacing tens of thousands of residents who now face an uncertain future.